Can everyone hear me? Yes. Save the best for last, yeah? I promise we'll go very fast for this last panel because I'm seeing people jumping on the edge. So first of all, my name is Hòa. I'm a general manager of THřeji Hospitality. In case you guys don't know, we are running a few brands such as Stoker, Ratcharoom, Firkin, Dram, blah, blah. All right, so enough. So I think I'm being set up here, you know, because Chris and Jesse set the bar really high. All right. For this last panel, we will be discussing about cross-trends, cross-collaboration, one of the most popular and effective methodology for F&B industry. So, of course, we cannot discuss this without the help of the leaders in different industries, not just F&B. So please welcome. So first of all, Michael.
Thank you.
From Broad Report.
Thank you.
Peter from Aston Martin. Master Chef Ngo Thanh Hoa. And last but not least, Ben from TamSon Yachting.
Hello.
Take a seat, gentlemen.
Oh, take a seat, yeah.
So I think we all know that you know, cross-trend and cross-collaboration and fine dining has been increasing the popularity and the effectiveness because it brings more values and benefits to all parties. Let's start with you know, you, Master Chef.
Well, hi everyone. Thank you for Jesse to organize my opportunity for me to share my view. I think, you know, our industry in Vietnam have changed a lot after the COVID. And I think the people perception about how we enjoy our life and how we appreciate that, you know, the dish or the menu the chef create for, you know, for everyone, come to restaurant or something, you know, on the street. We need to change to be able to survive, which I have this phase. I opened a restaurant just, you know, like more than 10 months ago, and to be honest, it's not easy job, not easy task for me to be there and you know, to please our guests because we have so many new coming restaurants open, you know, in big city like or Saigon or Hanoi. So we need change. We need to find a way that we can survive, which means, you know, whatever that are suitable and fit in your direction and your strategy. I think that, and also make the industry will be able to together. And of course, you know, as a chef, we come from a very different part of, you know, our own culture, how we create, how we grow up, what we learn, how we learn it. So we have to find the right direction, the right path to go through, which means, you know, you got to find the right chef or the right partner to go with, to be able to collaboration to do and create something that at the end of the day that our customer, our people, that we appreciate that, you know, what we have and what we can do for you know, for our industry. To be honest, I have seen that I opened a restaurant over 10 months ago. I only twice collaboration with one chef in Hanoi. Sometimes I say to myself and I think, why or what should I do and when is it be ready for do more collaboration with other chefs in Saigon? My background comes from very different, of course, the rest of the chef in Vietnam. You know, I don't have a journey of learning how to become a professional chef. I learned how to cook because my passion. That taught my mom and, you know, whoever I have been learned through friends and, you know, other chefs as well. So I think to define myself and also find the right, you know, right path and or right partner or right chef to work with is something that, you know, I believe which is great or good for customer. I need time. Right now I'm still working on that, but I believe that one day, which is sooner or later, you know, when I'm ready and when, time ready, and I will doing that.
In your opinion, what can be done more as the industry? What could be done more to elevate this experience to the next level?
Like I said before, each individual, we have different opinion about how we do. And the chef is more like, you have your own voice, you have your own experience, and you stand for that. Sometimes we need to kind of like, let's just think about on the other part of our industry, customer. The customer wants a good dish. A customer wants a good menu, great TV. A customer wants something affordable. A customer wants a wonderful experience in very well kind of atmosphere, between food and beverage, between the dish, Vietnamese cuisine chef, or between French or Italian or Greek or Thai or Japanese or Chinese. So I think the end of the day that, whoever love food would like to have something amazing connected. Sometimes we ask like, oh, can we just try to work it out something? But might be, because I do have some chef coming to me and say something about, oh, we do collaboration. But the end, it might be something it's not a right time yet. There are so many reasons we don't know, and I don't know. But what I would like to say is like, let's just think about, right now, our industry is not easy. We need to survive, which just means we need to, let's just think about the customer, think about the industry, think about how we grow at the one kind of like, we always say, are we on the same channel, always on the same page, or we are a different page? Which just means we try to keep it, in the comments. Something that we can work it on, something we can think of, something that we can think of like, create something that would be valuable for everyone. I remember one of the young ladies come to me. She showed me a pepper. And she shared her own story. And I believe that sometimes I will on the same part of her. And I try to create something that we just want to show that our guests how good ingredient available in Vietnam, a local produce, not to import. Personally, I agree with Peter Jianto and other chefs. We live in Vietnam. We are Vietnamese, and I grew up in Vietnam, and I always appreciate that what we have. And I'll try to use most of I could, as a local produce, to create the menu for our guests, either for Vietnamese guests or the foreigner guests. But my point is, if we can work it on together, we can keep it on something that for ourselves we say, let's just put ourselves, our personal interest once just on the side, and we focus on the whole thing. Because, every chef, we will have something individual, because we grow up, we're born in different place, different time, and we learn from different teacher, different mentor or whatever. But sometimes we in the same kind of Vietnam. That is, we need to have something that in the common to grow together. And I know that's not easy to say that, because I'm sure all the chefs will agree with me, because we have our own, belief and, own standard to work. Sometimes I'm thinking, can I work with a very professional, experienced chef like SÄNG or David? I remember I visited his restaurant back to many, many years ago on Thái Vân Lung. And I look at him, I remember he stands behind the window, just running and make sure everything on track. And I never put myself in that position would be now. Which is 10 years later. And now I'm so proud to say I'm a chef. Professional, maybe not yet, maybe will be one day soon, but that's what I look at my view about how the industry and how we're together. So we can do small things together. We can, work together for something to make it something better. And that was, I believe, is the way to start. And I always say, a baby step always the best way, because we were born as a baby. When we are a child, we learn how to grow and then how to step by step. and then we be adult, teenager and adult, and different story. And if we have someone, just not like show you, but give your hand, say, hey, I'll give you a hand, I will be with you. And that will be make your life or my job or our job a little bit easier.
Cool. Make it personal.
Yes.
Thank you, Chef.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Michael, from living in Singapore, what do you think what are the most prominent trends in fine dining that is taken out of the industry that that can be used for us to diversify the fine dining experience?
Well, as you all realize, I'm a publisher and not a chef or a restaurateur. So I'm speaking as a consumer and as an onlooker. And what I observe is probably not new to most of you guys. Yeah, it's the increased discussion about sustainability, about ethical sourcing, about ethically approaching your products that you use for your kitchen. And we, as I already mentioned, we just hosted our Next in Vogue event in Singapore, and we had a fireside chat with the chef of the newly opened Singapore edition, Josh Neelan, and he goes to an extreme, I would say. He said that he wants to be using the entire fish when he gets it on his plate. So whatever he doesn't put on a plate as a fillet and what you eat, usually expecting to eat as a client, the fish bones and the gulls and everything that is the head and everything else, he just boils down to a creamy substance. He adds a little bit of flour and turmeric, and he creates his own pasta. And I think that is one of the ways to really use everything. I'm not a chef, as I say, but I understand and I know that when you get a cow, you don't use everything. Yeah, maybe, and please correct me if I'm wrong, 80%, 20% of a product like a beef will not be used in an average restaurant. Same goes for many other products. Now, how do we improve this ratio is, I think, one of the conversations that we need to have for the future. Some of the other trends, I'm pretty sure you're familiar, are these cross-fusion trends in cuisine and in dining, where you put together things that you believe would never work together, yeah, like Japanese and Peruvian, the Nikkei cuisine, yeah, where you have ceviche made of Japanese ingredients and you have sushi with Peruvian flavors. You have the Indo-French tradition, yeah, where you have a pâté tandoori in tandoori style. You have the Mexi-Korean fusion, and these are, I think, obvious developments that you see across industries. Yeah, because look at the automotive industry, for example. Look at fashion and luxury brands that try to look out and think out of the box, look across their industry to other industries, and collaborate with other brands. And Ferrari had this collaboration with a Michelin star chef, Gucci with Massimo Bottura, LVMH with Alain Ducasse. It is collaborations across industries. Yeah, probably these are some of the trends that I can observe. Yeah, we already mentioned it's the local sourcing. It's trying to be more mindful of your carbon footprint. It's trying to really make use of what is near and what is around you. And I understand that there are challenges. We all discussed this today. I was listening to you guys, and it's of course extremely interesting to hear how the industry has developed. I came here in 2009, and the scene, the culinary scene, has developed amazingly. I mean, I see all you gentlemen here, and I remember some of you I've met a long time ago, and where the industry stands today is amazing.
Thank you, Michael. It's funny that you mentioned about sustainability, because, like I mentioned, this weekend I'm joining the Vietnam Innovation Summit, and their main topic for this year is sustainability. So this is where I think we have a lot of opportunity, chances to actually make a difference, to make an impact for whatever collaboration or with suppliers. So I think it's a very good marketing tool for all of us to focus on moving forward. Thank you. So Peter, I found out that recently Aston Martin just teamed up with a rock report for a master class, and which was a huge success, as I heard. With the hosting role of Chef David Tai, right?
Yes, yes.
So why is it so important for a big, world-known entity like Aston Martin to partner up with, other brands, other partners, to, increase the further success of the company?
Yeah, we are in a world where boundaries are constantly challenged, and then we found out actually partnership with other industry sometimes give a very good result that you cannot expect. And then actually our company has been in Vietnam for 10 years. We have Bentley and Aston Martin. What we think maybe these customers are high profile, not all correct. Sometimes it's also difficult to engage them. And then now, actually, food is something everybody also interested. So we also actually introduce sort of lifestyle. So we invite the customer with the Michelin chef, invite them saying that, okay, we also have a do-it-yourself. Some of the cuisine, they do it themselves, and then later they eat together. So I think in that environment, it's really elevate our luxurious feeling. So that is the main thing that we think it is, unexpectedly good. So we can, let's say, blend together that the power of our iconic engine, and then mingled with the sense of the aroma that created by Chef David Tai. So I think in that moment, I think, it was a very nice experience, and that we will continue to help this kind of event.
What was the feedback from all those guests at the event?
Very good. Yeah.
You'll be doing some more very soon?
We will.
Right, cool. Thank you. Well, Ben, last but not least, when talk about yachts, you're the one that provides the most luxurious toys and experience and services to the clients of luxury clients in Vietnam. So, which entity should be curated, especially through the collaboration among brands and other partners, in order to convince your guests, besides the vehicle itself?
Okay. Yachting in Vietnam is only 7 years industry. It's a very young industry. So I worked for 7 years ago, we started yachting. There's no concept about what it is. So people think about it's a transportation mean, but it's not. It's a whole lifestyle. So you need to have the whole circle around to supply for your customer. And Chef Shaka here is the one that did us a very phenomenal event back in May this year. So we did a series of fine dining event on board the yacht, which is the first time ever we did that. We did five events, right? 5 events, and we put only 12 customers on board each one. So the feedback is phenomenal because they never have experience to have a good food, good drink, and on the place that on the floating restaurant like that. So for us, partner is very important role, which is we have to be, blend together. For example, last month we do an event in Cần Thơ, which is the market that I want to explore. So the market there is I know that a lot of potential customer, but if we come there with the message, okay, we bring bowl, we bring yacht here, so no one will not understand. That's why I need help from other brands. So I call Sheraton Cần Thơ, yes, Mr. Gao. He said, okay, I want to do an event in Sheraton. Can you host? Can you do something special? I said, yeah, okay, come. So I called for our very close partner, Moklash. I said, okay, this time we come together, call Ferrari. And then on together, we bring the whole experience for the first time ever to a new market, to Cần Thơ. So they're going to go to Sheraton for a nice cocktail party and a nice menu created by the chef from Sheraton. They can have a chance to see the car. They can have a chance to explore a yacht. And they can have a chance to be a part of the community that they never appeared somewhere before. So that is what we replicate in what we have done in Ho Chi Minh City. So the fact that what we do in yachting here is there's no sample. There's no one in the country have do something like this before. So we have to think about new concept. So the last year we do with Moklash, we first time ever we do a yacht parade on SÄNG River to carry 150 guests to event in Mia. So this year we cooperate once again to do a series of fine dining event. And next month we're going to do the first ever boat show. So you have a car show, you have a exhibition of car. So this is the first time ever we do our own show. And we still need a lot of partners. We have Masterai to contribute. We have Modella to be there as the interior design to talk about that. And of course, we're going to have some section defined about culinary and fine dining. Because you buy a yacht, it's not only take you from point A to point B. You have to enjoy. And when you enjoy, you have to have good drink, you have to have good food. And everything is in that circle is going to be to bring the whole experience and the whole concept for the client about what is yachting all about. Because we are exactly what Thailand did 30 years ago. So now Thailand is 30 years far away from Vietnam for yachting. They have 1,000 of yachts over there. So people can understand, okay, what they can do on a yacht. For Vietnam, it's not. So I share with you a funny story. 7 years ago when I do yachting, I talk to people, yeah, I'm doing yacht industry. The question they ask me is how much for ticket? Because in the perception of people at that time, yachting is the cruise, 100-meter cruise, going along the river for dining. So every time I have to do a presentation, 1 hour call to explain, because there's no facility, there's no yacht, there's no experience. So this time we are lucky. So that's why we have to keep thinking about what can the client do on a yacht. For example, I'm creating a concept about the night tour. We start from 10 p.m. So we replace when the people, they want to go to the bar at 10 p.m. Instead of going to the bar, I want them to go on a yacht. And for that, I still need a lot of partners to be on together. Mm-hmm. And especially that is an experience you cannot find anywhere else. You cannot find anywhere in the city center. So I got a little bit lucky because I've been on the night flight for some time. So I understand how people can spend money, how people can get it. But in the end of the day, what we want them to remember is not a place that they can party, that they can drink in. It's the place that they can really enjoy the whole lifestyle. So, and without us along, we cannot do it.
So the idea behind your offer is all about all-inclusive experience for the guests, all in one package.
Yes, and because yachting is far away different from a car. For example, you buy Aston Martin. If you don't use the car, you put the car in your garage. You clean the car, you open the aircon, and then you start the car 2 times a week. The car gonna be like new for 5 years. But if a yacht, the day you buy it and you put it in the water, you lose 15% of the value. And it's a floating house. It's a floating construction. You have electricity, you have a crew. So if you just sell them a mean of transportation, you're gonna just sell them one. And the journey for yachting is just like the journey for culinary. You go from the street food, you upgrade yourself a little bit to go to a restaurant, and upgrade yourself to fine dining. Here they're gonna be the same. You can, for a lot of my clients, they can able to buy 5 million yacht at the first time. But my suggestion and my advice for them is let's start with 200,000. Let's start with something to put you on the water. So from that, every time you go, we prepare you a package of snack, bánh mì and everything, so you can enjoy it quick. And then, okay, if you want to have a bigger party, you go to 15-meter yacht. You can have a chef prepare food for you. And then if you want to be like on the top, you buy 20-meter yacht, you have full kitchen. For the chef can prepare food on site for you, fine dining, just like what Chef SսկNG did was back then. So that is also a whole experience from the day they start to touch the water. And it's just like you can, for example, you on board of the 8-meter boat, you cannot define a hot steak. You cannot desire a hot steak on a 8-meter boat. Something quick, a bánh mì, a sandwich. You go to 50-meter boat, yes, you can have some more simple food, more complex food, but it's not the complex level as what you want in the restaurant, and you can be able to do that when you have an over 20-meter yacht. So when they understand the level A, they can step from level B, just like we're a baby, right?
Yes.
We have to work before we have to run. And if it's a trial, if you don't like it, then fine, you can resell it. It's a toy. But if you jump in and you buy 5 million and you don't like it, so you waste for your 5 million. And that, I think, for now, the perception of yachting is now starting. So people really understand. We get a lot. And one more thing is that we developed the charter division. It's a yacht rental. So that is the way to experience. You don't need to buy 1 million yacht. You only pay $2,000. And then we can catering based on their desire. Some clients, they want to have Vietnamese food. Yes, we order from a Vietnamese restaurant. We prepare on board. Some clients, they want an Asian dish. Some clients, they want a fusion. Some clients, they want a whole fine dining. It's up to the menu, up to what they pay. But the cost is like 2,000 up to 20,000. You don't need to buy 5 million yet to have that experience. So that is the way we put for trial. And if we don't do that, so everybody knock the door and ask how much. 2 million, okay, bye-bye. Next time. And if you knock the door, how much? 10,000. Okay, I'll give it a try. So after 3 times you try it, you start thinking about having one. So everything we do now, there's no sample. And we cannot copy from other country. So it's different in mentality, different in the way that people behave when it comes down to the very big access like that. In Phuket, in Thailand, you put the yacht in Phuket. You stay in Bangkok. You use the yacht for the weekend. You call, you prepare the chef, you prepare everything, and you fly there 1 hour, you enjoy the yacht. Here, people want a yacht in front of their eyes. They don't want to put the yacht in Nha Trang when they stay in Ho Chi Minh City. We want to take care of that. We have to take care of that. So we came from a service company. I must say that I'm not a yacht seller. I'm more about a service company. Because every time I pick up the phone call, I say that on 3 out of 10 calls is about how much is the price of a yacht. The 7th call is about what can we do on a yacht. Party, event, I want to put my birthday party, I want my son's birthday party, I want this, I want a proposal. So to deal with that 7th call, you be able to turn out for the last 3. And it's going to be, for me and for myself, I starting the business from day 1, from zero, from nothing. So now at this point, is somewhere I can see that people now, they have the lifestyle. Lifestyle is really important. They know how to dress to be on a yacht, for example. And you cannot wear a suit and you can everything. You have to be flexible. You have to be nice. You have to be cool to be on a yacht. It takes us seven years to do a little. Every step is meaning something. And in the end of the day, what we try to do is not sell as much yachts as we can. What we try to do is that we have one client, and we have to be a partner for his journey from A is also to Z. Is not only to B.
The whole journey.
Yeah.
So, you know, I mean, after this discussion, we can see that this opens up so many opportunities, you know, for through collaborations. It adds values and benefits not just for the customers or the company itself, but for our suppliers, you know, for all the parties involved. So I think this is a very great opportunity that we can actually discuss much further and increase the collaboration. Yeah? We can do something together, right? Cool. Right, I think that unless you guys have any more comments to throw in, I call it the day. All right, cool. Thank you, gentlemen. Thank you, everyone.